So I watched some clips of The View, and let's just say people are still trying to normalize Charlie Kirk.
Because when this pointing of fingers and pendulum swinging is history just doing it. If you don't get off the ride and stop doing the pointing when it comes to politics, because I don't think our political division right now is what is driving a lot of these violent acts.
Back on this notion, when this happened, all I thought is, I hope we get the perpetrator, and can this please stop happening in our country? In this rush that people have to point and say, well, it's the left or it's the right and it's only one side, it's not true, guys.
I was disappointed in what Donald Trump said, but I'm not, because that's who he is and that's who he's always been in times like this. Let's compare how he is reacting to this Charlie Kirk assassination, horrible assassination.
Now, I am not for people being assassinated. I didn't like that. I feel for his wife and his children because they're little kids. However, Charlie Kirk said a lot of nasty things about marginalized groups, Black women, Hispanic folks, women in general, LGBT community, you name it. Here are some of the clips.
It shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad, it was evil, but what happened? Something changed. They committed less crimes.
Maybe they were afraid. I mean, 4,000 Black men, women, and children were killed in violent lynch mobs.
That's your explanation, but I guess
racial terror permeated American culture for hundreds of years.
Black America is worse than it has been
that affected
in the last 80 years.
The generational psyche of an entire group of people?
Yeah, this is a pattern that I've seen time and time on these college campuses where young men are ordering their life correctly. They want to first and foremost have children, get married, and then have a nice job or to be able to travel. If you look deeper into this data, it's completely consistent with other data we've seen the last couple of years. Young women, they don't value having children. And this is one of the reasons why we are seeing a fertility collapse in the West. We're seeing less and less young people get married. We're seeing more and more people go into their 30s to have children.
This man was nasty. He was a nasty person. Like, he was a nasty individual. And people thought that a Black man, assassinated him. And it was actually his own demographic who came from a conservative background, who had a Mormon background, a Mormon family. So for folks to keep normalizing this man when this man said a whole bunch of things and the news capitulating to this shit just makes me think our fourth estate is truly broken. Our fourth estate is a mess because the firing of Karen Alta, if that's you say her last name, from the Washington Post, Matthew Dow, who I don't agree with politically. Like, I don't agree with them both on how they approach for things, but speaking truth should never be silenced, and it should never, and people should never pay a price for it. And it's unfortunate, like, these news organizations is capitulating to right-wing propaganda. They're normalizing this man speaking, freely about being an open racist. So for the fourth estate to do this, like I said, it is compromised and it's broken. And I don't know how long this is going to be, but we are entering some dark times. And America, you need to be prepared for this because 49% of y'all voted for this shit. Just saying.